All right, let's dive in. We're breaking down a massive new report from India's Intellectual Property Office, and frankly, it shows an innovation boom that is pretty staggering. The numbers themselves tell an incredible story about the country's creative engine, so let's get right to it.
It's one thing to hear that a country is innovating, right? But what does that really look like? What does a surge of creativity actually translate to in hard numbers? Well, as you're about to see, the data here is, wow, it's something else.
Okay, first up, for the very first time in its history, India has blown past the 1 lakh mark for patent filings in a single year. We're talking over 110,000 new inventions. That is a massive vote of confidence from the nation's best and brightest.
And just look at the speed of this change. Design filings, the look and feel of everything from your smartphone to your car, they shot up by over 41% in just 1 year. That points to a huge burst of creativity in manufacturing and all the products we use every day. The entrepreneurial spirit is just on fire, too. Get this. Over 500,000 new trademark applications were filed. That is more than 550,000 new brands, new business ideas, all getting ready to launch. So those are the big, flashy numbers. But honestly, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Let's really dig into the full scale of this innovation explosion.
And you have to understand, this isn't just some random one-off event. The data clearly shows this steady upward climb across every single category for the last 5 years. Patents, copyrights, you name it, the momentum has been building and building, setting the stage for what's happening right now. And that steady growth, it just hit the accelerator. In the last year alone, total IP filings jumped by nearly 20%. That's a huge acceleration. It shows that the innovation engine isn't just running, it's really kicking into high gear now. But here's the thing. Hiding inside all these massive numbers is an even more important story. It's not just about how many ideas are being registered, but who is behind them. And this is the real game changer.
So, the crucial point is this. For years and years, the story was pretty much about foreign companies filing for IP protection in India. But what this new data shows is that that entire narrative has been completely flipped on its head. And there it is. For the first time ever, patent filings from within India have surged past those from foreign applicants. Domestic filings now make up almost 2/3 of the total. This is a truly landmark moment. It signals this fundamental shift towards self-reliance and homegrown R&D.
And this isn't just us saying it. It's being recognized at the very top. The head of India's IP office actually calls it a, quote, compelling manifestation of a deeply entrenched innovation culture. So, this profound change is being seen and acknowledged.
Let's just be really clear about what this means. It means India is transforming right before our eyes from a market that mostly consumes ideas and technology developed somewhere else into a major creator of its own homegrown innovation. So, the big question is, how did this happen? How did the system manage to ramp up and handle this absolute explosion of creativity? Let's take a look under the hood at the IP engine that's driving this whole boom. Well, first, the system had to fix some huge problems, mainly massive backlogs and not enough examiners. The response was pretty direct. The government went on a hiring spree, bringing on hundreds of new patent examiners and creating more posts for trademarks. They went right after the bottlenecks that were slowing everything down. But it wasn't just about hiring people. The office also leaned heavily into technology. They brought in AI-powered search tools to make examinations faster and more accurate, launched a chatbot called IP Sarthi for 24/7 help, and made the whole thing transparent with real-time public dashboards. But maybe the most important piece of the puzzle was the focus on education. This program, the National IP Awareness Mission, or NIPAM, has been a huge deal. It's trained millions of students, researchers, and small business owners, and in doing so, it has basically democratized the very idea of intellectual property. It's making it accessible to absolutely everyone. So, with all this change happening at home, how is this domestic transformation playing out on the world stage? Let's get a view from the top. Globally, India is really stepping up as a leader. After celebrating 50 years with the World Intellectual Property Organization, the country played a key role in shaping 2 brand new global treaties. And all of this feeds directly into a much, much bigger national vision. That vision is called Viksit Bharat 2047.
It's this ambitious national goal for India to become a developed, knowledge-driven economy by its 100th anniversary of independence. And as we've seen, this IP boom isn't just some dry statistic. It's the very engine that's driving the country toward that future. So the takeaway here is pretty clear. The numbers are historic, the shift to homegrown innovation is very real, and the reforms to the system are clearly working. The only real question left is, with this innovation engine now roaring at full throttle, what's the next world-changing idea India is about to give us all?